Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Is the news on television depressing you like it is depressing most of my friends? If that's what's happening to you, I've got a couple of ideas here that may be able to help you out, because I remember there was a time when I was really sucked into the news. Not anymore. So without further ado, let's start the program and cue. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Unplugged. My name is Sohail Hashmi. It's an honor and of course a pleasure to be here with you today. I'm going to go straight into this sort of situation about the news and how depressing it can be for people. One thing I need us all to understand, and something that I really had to put my head, screw my head on better on this, is the fact that the news is out there to make money. The more money the news makes, the better it is, the more it can come. So we have to remember that the news also has to make money. So if there's a lot of sensational news out there, of course they're going to get a lot of eyeballs, and the eyeballs are then going to be able to generate more money because the advertisers will advertise more, which of course means more money for the channel. Now I know that we need to understand this. Once we realize this, then we may have a different view as to how channels make a lot of money and a lot of revenue to survive. You will see we have a lot of news channels here. So we all know what we need to do about this. We need to watch less news, or like a few of my friends have done, they don't watch any news channel at all. So how do you get the news? I say, well, we find out from Facebook, and if it's something that important, we will know, because 99.9% of the news that you watch here or anywhere in the world, you will not be able to do anything about. So for that, one of the advice I can give is, if you watch that much news, bring it down to that much, and with this amount that is left, you can do something that can help improve your life. The other thing about news is that when you watch a lot of news, and I think for the last 5 to 10 years there's been this thing of this birth of fake news. So when you watch fake news and you watch it for hours and hours and hours, and at the end of it you realize that this wasn't true, it was fake news, you somehow feel deceived. Now that feeling of being deceived brings in a lot of stress in your mind, which is not good for you at any age. So I need you to be able to understand this, that more negative news brings more stress to your mind, and without you knowing it, this is what happens. It can make you become lazy, lethargic, all sorts of things, because you probably feel, what is happening to this world? There's COVID, there's this, there's that. What am I going to do? Is it worth going on? And is anything worth it? People do start getting to feel these feelings. And yes, there is a lot to live for. There is a lot to live for, and there is a lot to do. But one has to be very, very careful not to get hooked in to any sensationalist news that you are now seeing over and over and over and over and over again. Also remember, there's a lot of psychologists, a lot of people who have worked their ways on the news. They know what is happening in your head and what you would like to see. So don't get stuck in that trap. I was stuck in that trap. But once I realized it, once I realized what was happening, that there's money to be made here, I know I'm not making it. I'm one of the guys who's actually watching it and just keeps on watching and watching and watching. So you must be very, very careful. And the good news is you can free up the time to do whatever it is that you want to do. Now, one of the other things about the news, which is very disenchanting and not very respectful, is when you're watching news shows with the host and you have about 5 or 10 guests there, and they are shouting and they're screaming to each other, and you can't hear what's happening, but you seem to be enjoying, what is going on, or you seem to be intrigued, not enjoying, intrigued as to what it is that they're doing, and you watch it for half an hour, and at the end of it, somebody may punch one another, somebody may say some terrible words to each other, mob hand, and all the rest of it that happens. And when you see that at the end, you think to yourself, was it worth me watching this? So, it is up to the channels and of course to the hosts not to be able to show this kind of atrocity as far as news is concerned. With many people doing things that they should not be and saying things which they should not be saying because there are children who are watching this. So code of conduct, again, is very important for this, which sometimes we abide by and sometimes we don't abide by. If you have any points of views on this, on what I've said, and if it makes sense to you, please do write your comments below in the comment section. I really would like to see if you've been through this and what your views are about watching the news continuously. To end this, all I can say is that time that you free by not watching the news or not watching that much of the news can be time that you can use positively for yourself in any of your ventures or any of the things that you want to do. Even if it's not anything you want to do, but you can sit down and maybe read a book or do something or listen to some music or something that will enhance you, not bring you down, something that will give you happy and positive vibes. If you've enjoyed this, please do press the red icon button, and if you haven't already subscribed, then please do subscribe. Thank you so much indeed for watching this, and I look forward to your comments below. Thank you. Until the next episode's regard to you and your loved ones.